It's what pictures are in your mind that are controlling your genetics and the life you're experiencing. And this is not a new idea. The Buddha, for 2,500 years, said the exact same fact. What we think, we become. It says, yeah, your thoughts are not just passing through, they're changing the chemistry. And the chemistry is the chemistry of the culture medium, the blood. And so all of a sudden, you start to see that what you are thinking is creating a chemical complement to your thoughts. Are you thinking love or are you thinking fear? You have two different outcomes from those. And then lastly, let's see what we have. For years I was saying that since I published the book in 2005. And conventional people go, well, that's just a new age kind of stuff. I just want to show you, this is an article from an epigenetic research scientist, University of California, Los Angeles School of Medicine. And this is current. I go, so what does it mean? Well, he was studying about genetics and poverty and all that, but he comes to this conclusion, and this is so important. This is front edge, modern, conventional science. What does he goes? To an extent that immunologists and psychologists rarely appreciate, we are architects of our own experience. Here's the sentence that maybe after since 2005 go, yeah, because he goes on, your subjective experience carries more power than your objective situation. What does that mean? Well, subjective experience, that's belief. This is what I believe. That's subjective. So I put belief. Objective situation is reality. So let's put that in there. Now read the sentence. Your belief carries more power than your reality. And that's exactly what the biology of belief has been all about. And then now all of a sudden, the last, okay, there are 3 slides left, but this is the important part, because I'm talking about the mind is creating the chemistry, which is controlling the genetics and the behavior. I go, the mind, like, oh, there's one mind. I go, that's the failure. There are 2 minds, conscious mind, which is from the latest evolution of the brain, right behind your forehead, a lobe of brain called prefrontal cortex. And the rest of the brain from there backwards is called the subconscious. Here's the point that people didn't understand. Each mind has a different function, and each mind learns in a different way. And I go, so how does it work? I go, conscious mind is connected to your spirituality, your source, your personal identity. No 2 people have the same conscious mind. The conscious mind is creative, imagination. And with imagination, we can create reality. And that's why humans are different than lower forms. We can envision something and then manifest it, present your wishes, your desires, your aspirations. Any one of you out there, I say, what do you want from your life? And the answer would be, whatever you come up with came from conscious mind, because that's creative. This is what I would like. This is what I want. This is what I want to be. I say that's coming from conscious mind. It's also positive thinking, and people go, oh, that doesn't work. And I go, well, it does. And to give you the science of positive thinking, it's called placebo effect. That's where the doctor says, I got this drug for your disease. You haven't been able to handle it, but this is the newest, greatest drug. And it's made specifically, and it will handle it. And you take this drug and you get better. You find out the drug was a sugar pill. And then the question is, then what healed you? And the answer was the belief in the sugar pill. That's positive thinking, okay? Now, there's the other part of the brain. It's actually 90% of the brain, and that's called the subconscious. And the subconscious is a machine, just like a recording device, like a video recorder. You see the world, and then whatever you saw can go down and be programmed. So it's a record playback device. The subconscious has programs that you acquired from your life experiences. And you go, so why? And I go, a lot of people think that's where all the evil comes from, subconscious. I go, no, it's a program mechanism. You might have good programs, you might have bad programs. I'll give you a good one. When did you learn how to walk? Before you were 2. Are you still walking 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years later? Yep, good point. Where did you learn how to walk? Where's that program? In the subconscious. You don't have to think about walking. You don't have to say, oh, I'm going to go over there, so I'm going to walk. You want to go over there? Just go over there. Why? The brain will automatically translate into walking. It's got a program. driving the car. You don't have to think about it after you've been in the car for driving for a long time. You get in the car, you don't think about the details you did on the first day you got in the car, which was like overwhelming. Looking out the windshield, the mirrors, the gauges, the pedals on the floor, all kinds of stuff. Today you get in the car, you put the key and you go. You don't think about it. Automatic. So subconscious is automatic behavior, okay? So it's a habit. Subconscious has habits. Where do you get them from? Some are built-in instincts. Ball comes toward your face, you're going to blink. Habit. Don't have to think about it. But some of them are experiences. Yeah, you learned how to walk. Now that you know how to walk from personal experience of trying it, riding a bike, driving a car, playing an instrument, those are experiences that become habits. And the most important problem comes from this. We also acquire beliefs and habits that we never personally experienced, but we got it through awareness from our parents, studying them, watching how they behave, watching how your siblings behave, watching how the community behaves. That's the video camera of subconscious, learning the behavior by watching other people and downloading it. And so these are behaviors you get before age 7. You get them because this is when the subconscious is downloading programs. And I say, how does it download it? By observing other people. So here's the point. Most of the programs in your subconscious did not come from you. They came from observing other people. Number 2, your wishes and desires may not be expressed by all those people you just took the program from. So all of a sudden you realize many of your programs don't support anything that you want, but you got them from other people. I go, so why is this all relevant? And the answer is that basically what we're beginning to recognize is a simple fact. Are you creating your life from your conscious wishes and desires? That was the point. Are you creating the life that you really want and have? Or your life doesn't look like what you want, but it's got a lot of stuff going on. I go, here's the problem, and this is all in a nutshell. The conscious mind wishes, desires, aspirations, but it can also think. And I say, why is it relevant? Thinking redirects the focus of the conscious mind. When you're looking out at the world, driving the car in the conscious mind, you're observing the world and you're responding. But when you start thinking, guess what? Conscious mind lets go because it answers to thoughts are inside. If I say, tell me what you're doing on Monday, and you don't have it written in front of you right now, you can think about what you did on Monday. But the moment you're thinking, you're not looking out the window, you went inside. And I go, what if I'm driving the car and I have a thought and my conscious mind is now looking inside? I go, don't worry. Subconscious is autopilot. It knows how to drive the car. So when you're thinking, the subconscious takes over. And I say, well, how much of our life is coming from this? As the article said, the secret mind, how your unconscious really shapes your decisions. I go, why? Because if the conscious is thinking, it's not controlling. When the subconscious is in, it's going to play according to whatever program I got. Yeah, but the programs came from other people. And it says here that we are conscious of only about 5%. Another simple fact. Only 5% of the day are you creating life based on wishes and desires and what you want. 5%. I go, then if my conscious mind's only controlling 5%, then who's controlling the rest of my life? 95% coming from the program. You got good programs? Don't worry about it. You're automatically creating good behavior. But if you got faulty programs, defective programs, or self-sabotaging or limiting programs in that development from the first 7 years of your life, those are the programs that are controlling your life. And that's the unfortunate part. You are controlling your life with programs it's not even yours. You got them from other people, 95% of the day. And the last thing, it's coming to the end of this so we can get into a discussion. And the last thing is very important because I've been telling a story for 30 plus years in my lectures. I'm going to tell it again right now because it's so profoundly important. And it goes like this. You have a friend, you know your friend's behavior very well, and you happen to know your friend's parent. And one day you see your friend has the exact same behavior as the parent, and you got to tell your friend, you go, hey, Bill, you're just like your dad. And I say, back away from Bill. The moment you say that, Bill's going to go, I know he's going to go like, how can you compare me to my dad? I'm nothing like my dad. And most people laugh, and I go, that is the most profound story. For what reason? Everybody else can see that Bill behaves like his dad. Who's the one that doesn't see it? Bill. I say, how come? Explain that. I go, easy. He got the program of behavior from his dad in the first 7 years that's when we were downloading behavior by observing others. And I said, when does he play it? He said, well, when he's thinking. Oh, so what does that mean? He said, well, if you're thinking, you're not paying attention to what's going on the outside. You're thinking of what's going on the inside. So whatever behavior is being played when you're thinking, the conscious mind never saw it. And I go, the conscious mind never saw it. I go, so why is it relevant? Bill, he doesn't see his own behavior 95% of the day. And it's his father's behavior. And he's the one that says, I'm not like my dad. And I go, are you ready for this? People, sit back. Here you go. Get ready. We are all Bill. Every one of us is Bill. Every day we are playing 95% of our behavior and not observing it. And then I go, why is it relevant? The downloaded behavior that we got before age 7 is limiting, self-sabotaging, and disempowering beliefs. And I go, oh, well, that's where the problem comes from, is because as quantum physics says, and now as biology also says, your consciousness is creating your life experiences. Biology, your consciousness is translated into chemistry, goes into the blood, controls your genetics and your behavior. So the science of quantum physics and the science of epigenetics, same conclusion. And this is not a new understanding. And in fact, what we recognize now, simple fact, only 5% of your life is coming from wishes, desires, and aspirations. That's why you have trouble experiencing what you want. 95% of your life is coming from the program. So you're not controlling your life with your conscious mind, you're controlling it with the program mind. Your life is a printout of your programs.
If you like Succeed with Knowledge, subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And thanks a million. Cheers.